Tonight on gun control, not far from the scene of the massacre at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, and surrounded by family members of the Newtown victims. NBC News Chief White House correspondent Chuck Todd traveling with the president with us tonight from West Hartford, Connecticut. Chuck, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. The White House believes this is their last best chance to do something meaningful to reform America's gun laws, and the president used this speech right here in West Hartford to make a powerful plea to Washington. On a mission to rekindle the emotional spark that connected Newtown with all of America in December, the president renewed his plea for gun control.
This is not about politics. This is about doing the right thing for all the families who are here that have been torn apart by gun violence.
And Mr. Obama invoked the suffering of the families of the Newtown victims.
And Newtown, we want you to know that we're here with you. We will not walk away from the promises we've made. We are as determined as ever to do what must be done.
Many of those families made their own emotional pleas Sunday night on 60 Minutes.
Every time, it's somebody else's school, it's somebody else's town, it's somebody else's community, until one day you wake up and it's not.
David Wheeler, along with the families of 7 other Newtown victims, will travel to Washington tonight with the president on Air Force One and will join the White House lobbying effort this week. It's an orchestrated media campaign designed to restore the moment for reform and counter the efforts of the pro-gun lobby, which had stalled that momentum. Vice President Biden with police officials at the White House tomorrow and leading a gun safety discussion Thursday on MSNBC. In between, a rare policy speech by the First Lady, condemning gun violence in her hometown of Chicago. And all week, the Newtown families will be lobbying, senator by senator, hoping overwhelming public support for increased background checks will convince Congress to buck the powerful gun lobby, the NRA. This weekend, the NRA called the background check bill that Congress is considering a threat to the rights of law-abiding gun owners. But the president has called on Congress simply to act.
We need a vote.
And while it's unclear when they're going to get that vote, Brian, the president made a plea to gun owners, saying he believes in the Second Amendment, that he understands their rights and understands why they want to own a gun. He is simply trying to stop random violence, Brian.
Chuck Todd traveling with the president tonight in Connecticut. Chuck, thanks. And this evening, a new kind of countdown is underway as the world watches North Korea yet again